start chapter 1 of class 7th history. Okay, Rajput age, a new rulers and state. ये हम इसकी एक्सरसाइज देख रहे हैं. बहुत टाइम के बाद मैंने वीडियो डाला है क्योंकि मुझे टाइम नहीं मिल रहा था. सो प्लीज़ अगर आप ये वीडियो देखते तो वीडियो को पूरा देखिए और लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए चैनल को. ओके, सो वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. द फर्स्ट वन इज़ चूज द करेक्ट अल्टरनेटिव. सो एज यू कैन डायरेक्टली कॉपी डाउन. ओके, आई एम स्क्रॉलिंग स्लोली. कहीं ने कमेंट किया था कि मैम आप थोड़ा स्लो कीजिए और प्लीज़ वीडियो को पूरा देखिए और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और वीडियो को शेयर करते जाएं. ओके, नेक्स्ट पेज. देन सेकेंड क्वेश्चन इज फिलिंग द ब्लैंक्स विद द प्रॉपर वर्ड्स. अगर देखो ये इतना सारा जो लिखा हुआ है तो कहीं पे मिस्टेक्स भी हो सकती है क्वेश्चंस में, तो अगर आपको पता चले तो प्लीज़ आप कमेंट में लिखिए. ओके, और आपके कोई डाउट्स हो वगैरह सो यू कैन कमेंट इट. आप कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखिए. जैसे मुझे टाइम मिलेगा आई विल आंसर योर क्वेश्चंस. Then question number third is put a tick mark. Okay, यहाँ पे दिख नहीं रहा था सो मैंने यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली बॉक्स के पहले ही टिक मार्क किया हुआ है. Then question number fourth is match the pair correctly. Okay, fifth 5 4 2 3. Okay, the second one is second fill in the blanks 4 1 5 2. Then third one is answer है 3 5 1 2. Then question number fifth is answer the following questions in one or two sentences. First question is which period is called Rajput era? The period of 500 years between 700 to 12,000 is called Rajput era. Second one is after the death of whom in the 7th century independent states came into extinction in North India and South India. After the death of Harshvardhana in the 7th century, independent states came into extinction in the North India and after the death of Pulkeshi II in South India. Third one is name any three major dynasties of North India. The name of major dynasties of North India are as follows: Grahwal dynasty, Chandel dynasty, Parmar dynasty. Fourth one is who established the state of Grahwal? Where did he make the capital? The state of Grahwal was established by Chandradev. He made Kannauj and Kashi his capital. Fifth one is which great rulers became in Bundelkhand state? The great rulers like Yashovarman, Kirtivarman, uh, Paramhir Dev, that is Parmar, etc. because in Bundelkhand state. Sixth one, how did Chandels beautify Bundelkhand? Chandels beautify Bundelkhand by constructing magnificent religious houses and reservoirs. Seventh one is since ancient time Malwa region has been known as which state? Ancient time Malwa region has been known as the state of Avanti or Ujjain. Next page. 8.1 which state great rulers became in Parmar dynasty? The great rulers like Sinuk, Monj, Bhoj, etc. became in Parmar dynasty. 9th one, with whom was the princess of Siddhartha Jai Singh married? The princess of Siddhartha Jai Singh was married to Anuraj of Chauhan dynasty of Shakambhari. 10th one, who founded Anilwad Patan? 1.Raj Chawda, the son of Jai Shikri, the king of Panchasar, founded Anilwad Patan at the bank of Saraswati river. 11th one is what did 1.Raj Chawda name his new town? 1.Raj Chawda named his new town Anilwad Patan on the name of his childhood friend Ahil Bharwad, who helped him in his grief. 12th one is which powerful ruler came in Solanki dynasty? The powerful rulers like Siddharaj, Jai Singh, Kamarpal, Bhimdev II, etc. became in Solanki dynasty. 13th one is who built Rani Ki Vav? Udaymati, the queen of Bhimdev Solanki, the king of Patan built Rani Ki Vav. 14.1 is which state has Rani Ki Vav got? Rani Ki Vav has got the status. Which status has Rani Ki Vav got? Rani Ki Vav has got the status of UNESCO World Heritage Site. 15.1 is who was known as the ideal queen mother of Ahinwad Patan? Meenal Devi, the mother of Solanki, King Siddharth Jaisingh was known as the ideal queen mother of Ahinwad Patan. 16.1 which ministers had Gujarat during the region of Veer Dhaval? During the region of Veer Dhaval, Gujarat had efficient and skilled ministers like Vastupal and Tejpal. 17.1 is who was the last ruler of Waghela dynasty? Karnadev Waghela was the last ruler of Waghela dynasty. 18.1 which two texts did Balal Sen, the ruler of Sen dynasty, composed? Balal Sen, the ruler of the Sen dynasty, composed Dan Sagar and Abhutu Sagar texts. 19.1 who was the first Sultan of Gujarat? The first Sultan of Gujarat was Muzaffar Shah. His original name was Zafar Khan. 20th is which are called southern states? The southerns located in southern of river Narmada are called southern state. 21 is state name of any three major dynasties of South India. The name of major dynasties of South India are as follows. The first is Chalukya dynasty, Rashtrakuta dynasty, Yadav dynasty. 22 is which important rulers were. Question number 22 is which important rulers were there in Chalukya dynasty? The important rulers like Kirtivarmana, Pulkeshi I, Pulkeshi II were the three in there were three in Chalukya dynasty. 23rd is which two states of the Yadav dynasty were existed in Rajput era? The two states of the Yadav dynasty existed in Rajput era, that is Devgiri and Dwarsa Mudra. Okay, that two was there. And question number 24 is which were the great rulers of Pallava dynasty? Mahendra Varman I, Narsimha Varma I and Narsimha Varma II etc. were the great ruler of Pallava dynasty. 25th is who were the important rulers of Chola dynasty? Rajaraj I, Rajadhiraj I and Rajendra I were the important rulers of Chola dynasty. 26 is what was the arrangement for the position of king in Rajput era? In Rajput era, position of king was hereditary. King used to make any one of his sons as the Yuvraj or his successor who later on became the king. 27 is which two ports were famous in Gujarat during Rajput era? That is Stambithat, that is Khambat, and Brigukach, that is Bharuch ports were famous in Gujarat during the Rajput era. 28 whom did the Sibaduddin Ghori defeat and establish his power in Delhi? Sibaduddin Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan in the Rai Plains and established his power in Delhi. Question number 6 is answer the following questions in brief. Okay, which time is called Middle Age? With the rise of feudal powers in India at the end of the 7th century, India was divided into large and small states. Many Rajput dynasties emerged in the country. This time is called the Middle Ages. Second one is which king of Chauhan dynasty hold a unique place in the history of India? Why? Prithviraj III, the king of Chauhan dynasty, hold a unique place in the history of India because he defeated Sibaduddin Ghori, a Sultan of Ghazni, in the Tarai plain located between the Thaneshwar and Karnal in 1191 AD. Third one is which is the Battle of Tarai considered as a landmark in the history of India? In the Battle of Tarai in 1192 AD, Prithviraj Chauhan, the king of Delhi, was defeated in the battle with the Sibaduddin Ghori. The Rajput era came to an end and Muslim rulers were established on the throne of Delhi. Therefore, the Battle of Tarai is considered as a landmark in the history of India. Fourth one is what works did Rajmata Meenal Devi do for the welfare of the people? Queen Mother Meenal Devi was caring and loving for the people. She was always ready to work for the welfare of the people. She did notable worked to give justice to the people. She stopped pilgrimage tax of Somnath. On her instruction, Sidra Jai Singh built Malav Lake in Dholka and Munsar Lake in Viramgam to solve the problem of the drinking water. Indeed, Vinal Devi was the ideal queen mother, that is Rajmata. Fifth one is who had a great influence on Solanki king uh, Kumarpal. What did Kumarpal do with his inspiration? Hemchandra Charyaji, the Kalikal Sarvanga, had a great influence on Solanki king Kumarpal. With his inspiration Kumarpal banned gambling and animal slaughter in the state and issued strict orders for non-violence. Sixth one is of which original caste were the Vagelas. Why did they call Vagelas? Vagelas were of original Chalukya caste. Solanki kings gave village name Yagra Pali to Arnogiraj. His descendants are called Vagiras after the name of the village. Seventh one is who were known as the Vengi Chalukyas. How? When the power of Vatapi Chalukya was weakened on one of their branches was established in the region between the Krishna and Godavari river as these Chalukya rulers of West made Vengni their capital. They were known as the Vengi Chalukyas. 8 one is how many types of ministers were there in Rajput era? Which are they? What are their jobs? There were two types of ministers in Rajput era. They were Atmiya secretaries. Atmiya's job was to negotiate it and do politics, and the secretary's job was to fight and make peace. Ninth one is what arrangement did the Trade and Commerce Department of the state used to make in the Rajput era? The Trade and the Commerce Department of the state used to make arrangement for the collection of tax over the foreign trade, decide the value of things and purchase commodities required in the Rajput era. Tenth one is when and why did Sultan Muhammad Ghazni invade India? There was abundant wealth in India. Sultan Muhammad Ghazni invaded India several times between 1080 to 1026 AD to loot this wealth and take it to his country. Question number 7. Explain the following terms. King Bhoj. Bhoj was the greatest ruler of the Parva dynasty. He was popular as an ideal king of India. Raj Bhoj established a college in Dharanagari in Ujjaini. He established a beautiful city named Bhojpur, the present that is Bhopal, surrounded by small hills. Second one is Queen Udaymati. Udaymati was the queen of Solanki. King Bhimdev I. She built a stepwell to solve the problem of drinking water of his people in Ahilwad, Patan. It is known as the Rani Ki Vav in the world. It has been declared as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Third one is Hemchandracharya. Hemchandracharya was an assistant scholar of the Royal Court of Solanki, Siddharaj Jai Singh. He was known as Kalikal Sarvangana. Siddharaj Jai Singh had composed a rich treatise called Siddhartha Sahabuddin San, written by Hemchandracharya. The processions of his sculpture was carried out on an elephant in the town. The king of the Patan walked with the people in that procession. The king Kumarpal was also highly influenced by Acharya Hemchandracharya. Okay. The question number 8 is answer. Write a short note. First one, characteristics of Rajput. The characteristics of Rajput were as follows. First point is the Rajput were violent, woeful, and fearless. They kept their promise even at the cost of their lives. Second point is they never show their back in the battlefield when there was no hope of winning. The battle against the enemies they met to the death called Kesaria. Third point is they were protesters of Go Brahmins. They protested the surrendered at any cost. They never practiced unrighteousness, means descriptions in the battle. Second one is the virtues of Rajput women of Rajput era. The virtues of Rajput women of Rajput era were as belows. The Rajput women were famous for their bravery and warriors. They sent their husband and sons to the war front happily. Third point, they did not even care of